Good vach. Hope everyone had a wonderful Shmini Atzeres Simchas Torah. Back to the grind. Hopefully we take that joy with us the entire year, and we have an amazing year. Okay, we're starting a new chapter, Laws of Chol HaMoed. Okay, the intermediate days of a Yom Tov. All right, on Chol HaMoed, and once again this is dedicated in the memory of Daniela Basfir and Shem Shem. On Chol HaMoed, again, these are the days between first day of Pesach, or outside of Israel, the first and second day, and between that day and the seventh and eighth day, outside of Israel. Those intermediary days are holy, but they're not quite as holy as the Yom Tov, but they're holier than a weekday, called the Chol HaMoed. On the Chol HaMoed, it is forbidden to do certain malachas, certain types of creative labor. It says, concerning the halachic status of the prohibition against malacha on the Chol HaMoed, there are two basic views among the early rabbis, poskim. Rif, Rashi, and others consider it to be a d'oraisa, a biblical prohibition, while the Rambam, Rabbeinu Tam, and Rosh regard it as an Isser d'Rabbanan, rabbinic prohibition. It is interesting to note that even Rif and Rashi concede that this prohibition is unique in that the sages were granted full authority to determine which forms of work to permit and which to prohibit on Chol HaMoed. Okay, so again, on Chol HaMoed it is forbidden to do certain malachas, while others are permitted, namely all work that is necessary for the preparation of food for Chol HaMoed or Yom Tov. So certainly cooking, going to buy the food in the car, going to the store, that's fine. It says the preparation of food for Yom Tov may be done even in a professional manner. Okay, sometimes it can't be, but in this case it can. Any malacha that is done to prevent a loss, that is, if by not doing it you will incur a loss, may be done. So that's another leniency of Chol HaMoed. He says here, he breaks the Nishmas Adam, who says that according to the Beis Yosef, if there's only a possibility of incurring a loss, you are not allowed to do malacha to protect yourself. In the Chaye Adam, which is another authoritative work, he says that it should be done through a non-Jew in this case. The Magen Avraham and the Ramshik rules that you may do it yourself. The Pri Megadim rules that it depends if the malacha is biblical or rabbinic. The Mishnah Berurah maintains that if it is likely that you will incur a loss, you may do the malacha, but it should be done in a private manner if possible. A lot of laws on Chol HaMoed. So then he says that again, if it will incur a loss, it may be done. This is true only if it does not involve a major imposition. If it does, it is forbidden only if it is a malacha d'oraisa. That's the Magen Avraham. To prevent a major loss, perhaps it is permitted even if a major imposition is involved. So there's a lot of factors. Okay, we'll go more into it. But anyway, you should be very careful not to do any malacha that is forbidden on Chol HaMoed, because our rabbis of blessed memory said, he who desecrates Chol HaMoed is considered as though he worshipped idols. Wow! It says here, this applies even according to those who maintain that a malacha on Chol HaMoed is a rabbinic prohibition. So you really have to honor the Chol HaMoed. Thanks for listening to the sponsor of Yetzer Hara, Halacha 36-100 for the gold. Have a great night.